Hi everyone and welcome back to Gourmet Seasons. Today I'm going to show you how to make a roast chicken. It's basically going to be a stuffed roast chicken. Stuffing going to be with bread. I'm using some fresh white bread and I'll be cooking this and make a nice bread stuffing for the chicken to stuff it in. I'll be serving this with some roast vegetables and some jacket potatoes. These are some jacket potatoes I'll be using. So for jacket potato, I'm using large potatoes. And I just have to wrap this like that. And wrap it like this. So you have to do this twice. So you have to put 2 foils on 1 potato. So again I'll be folding this like this. So these are some jacket potatoes which we'll be roasting it in the oven on 200 degrees centigrade for about 45 minutes. And I've got some pumpkin and some fresh carrots and some red onions which I'll be using to roast. First thing first, I'll be putting some spices on the vegetables and putting it in the oven so that it starts to roast. For this I'm using some olive oil, salt, some cracked pepper. So they both will take nearly about same time, about 45 minutes to roast in the oven. I'll be adding some fresh rosemary on top of it. And just last I'll be adding some balsamic vinegar. And that's about it. So we're going to put this in the oven on 200 degrees centigrade for about 45 minutes. Alright guys, so once our vegetables are getting ready, we'll be starting our preparation for the roast chicken. So for this, I'll be making the bread stuffing first. For that, I need a pan, hot pan, and I need some olive oil in it. Some butter. When the butter is melting, I'm just going to add some onions to it. Some diced carrots. And diced celery. And now we have to cook this for about 5 minutes. So for the chicken, we have to marinate. So for this, I'm using some rosemary, fresh rosemary, and I'll be adding some garlic paste to it. Add some salt, some fresh cracked pepper, some olive oil, and you just have to mix it. So that's our marinade for the chicken. Once that's ready, I'm just going to open the chicken like that and put some marinade inside and just spread it with a spoon all over inside. Make sure all the areas are nicely exposed to the marinade. And then we marinate this on the top like that. And rub it all over like this. Okay guys, so our onion, carrot and celery, they are cooked. So at this stage, I'll be adding my breadcrumbs, the breads which I've cut. It's fresh bread और इसको आपको डाइसेस में काट देना है. This I'm using about 8 slices of bread. You have to toast the bread for some time. Adding some pepper, some salt. Once your bread is toasted, I'm going to add some chicken stock to it. So this is the chicken stock I'm using. Now this will make the bread really moist, and I just have to mash the bread a little bit so that it becomes a bit doughy. At this stage I'm going to add some chopped parsley. That's pretty much ready, but the last thing I want to add is some fresh oranges, which I'll be adding to my bread stuffing. It will give a nice sour and sweet flavor and an orange fragrance to it as well. So that's our bread stuffing ready. Let it cool for about 10 minutes and then we're going to start stuffing our chicken. So हमारा जो bread stuffing था, this is ready now and it's been cooled down. So we're going to start stuffing the chicken with this. I'm actually going to use my hand. So take your stuffing and then in the opening just stuff it inside as much as you can. Once that's stuffed, now we have to tie the chicken so that it retains its shape and it won't fall apart. So for this I'm using a jute string. You can use a normal thread as well. A thick thread should be good. For this, just take the legs like that and tie it together. Turn it back. Give a fold here and then bring it to the front. Then tie it here. Okay, so that's ready to go in the oven. So I've got my baking tray. I'm gonna spread some olive oil on it. I'll transfer my chicken onto the tray. That's it. And that's going in the oven on 180 degrees for 1.5 hours. So that's going in the oven now. That's in the oven on 180 degrees for 1.5 hours. See you back. See you soon. Hi everyone and welcome back. So it's been an hour and a half. Chicken has been cooking in the oven. So let's bring it out. Looks pretty good. Now we'll be serving it on a platter. So first I'm just gonna remove the thread which I've tied up. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the chicken on a platter. So we'll be serving this with jacket potatoes. So for jacket potato, once these are cooked, they are nice and hot. So I'm just gonna give a cut with a knife in the center and once from here. So you just sort of have to make a cross and then press with all 4 fingers and then press it like that and it becomes like this. And in this I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Some salt. Some pepper. I'm gonna scoop out a spoon of sour cream on top. Some chopped parsley, and we'll be serving this with our chicken over here, and some roasted vegetables. So I'll be serving that here. Some pumpkin, some carrot, lastly, I'm just going to add some cherry tomatoes. You can put one on top of the potato, and then just a little bit on the sides. And that's it. That's our roast chicken with roasted vegetables. If you like this recipe, then do like my page Gourmet Seasons, and subscribe it as well. So this is a beautiful treat for any of the occasions, especially over the Christmas. See you next time. Happy cooking.